An 11-year-old boy suddenly went missing near his home. No witnesses, no forensic evidence, no clear susceptibility. For 27 years, his family searched for an answer to one question: what happened to Jacob Wetterling? Jacob Wetterling was an 11-year-old boy from Minnesota. He was very popular among his family and friends. Jacob was a sports enthusiast and was having a perfectly normal childhood. His mother, Patty Wetterling, and the whole family loved him dearly. No one ever thought that an ordinary night would change their lives forever. On the night of October 22, 1989, Jacob was riding a bicycle with his older brother Trevor and friend Aaron. The trio was returning home from a convenience store. As they reached a deserted road, suddenly a masked man blocked their way. The man had a gun. He ordered the three boys to get off the bicycle and lie down on the ground. Then he picked up Jacob and took him with him. It was the last chance to see Jacob alive. As soon as Jacob went missing, the police launched a search operation. The 100 of volunteers began searching the surrounding areas. Days turned into weeks. Weeks and months, and in the months and years in the 1990s and 2000s, investigators received thousands of tips, but each lead turned out to be a dead end. The case has slowly become one of America's most notorious missing child cases. Then in 2016, 27 years after Jacob went missing, there was a shocking turn in the case. Jacob was abducted from a rural road near St. Joseph, Minnesota. The area was considered very quiet and safe at the time. For this reason, people were even more shocked as to how a child could be lost so easily. Over the years, the police searched various locations but found no major evidence. The biggest reason was lack of evidence. Forensic evidence at the crime scene was minimal. Witnesses were also limited. The police had susceptibility, but there was not enough evidence against anyone to be arrested. Each new lead gave hope to the investigators, but then the lead was gone. Jacob's family never gave up hope and campaigned for justice for years. In 2016, investigators put pressure on a man named Danny Heinrich. Danny had previously been involved in Sussex activities. After evidence and quiescencing, he finally concluded. He admitted that he had kidnapped Jacob that night and later killed him. After the confession, Danny also told the authorities where Jacob's remains was located. 27 years later, Jacob's family finally found out the truth. The case of Jacob Wetterling was not just a missing child case, it was a story that changed the entire country. After this case, child safety laws and awareness campaigns in the United States were given a lot of importance. But the most important thing for Jacob's family was that after 27 years of waiting, they finally found the truth. The story of Jacob Wetterling reminds us that no matter how old some mysteries may be, the truth will come out one day. What do you think of this case? Be sure to tell me in the comments. A 6-year-old boy left his home for school, but never returned. No one saw him again, and no sign of him was found. The case became so famous that it changed the way parents think about children's safety. This is the heartbreaking story of Etan Patz. Etan Patz was a 6-year-old living in the Soho area of New York City. He was the much-loved son of his parents, Stanley Patz and Julie Patz. Etan was a happy-go-lucky and loving child who was living a normal life with his family. Seeing her smile and innocence, no one could live without liking her. But no one had any idea that an ordinary morning would prove to be the last day of his life. On the morning of May 25, 1979, Etan was about to walk to the school bus stop alone for the first time. His parents thought that the bus stop was only a few blocks away from home, so he would reach the safe vehicle. Etan left the house, had a school bag in his hand, and was very excited to go to school. But he never reached the bus stop. When he got a call from the school that Etan did not reach class, his parents panicked. Soon, the police were informed and a massive search operation was launched, but there was no sign of Etan. Etan disappeared on May 25, 1979. Over the next few days, police, volunteers, and the media began searching for him all over New York. Thousands of posters were put up. His picture appeared everywhere on television and in newspapers. During the 1980s and 1990s, many suspects came to light, but strong evidence could not be found against anyone. The case gradually became one of America's most famous missing child cases. Then in 2012, that is, almost 33 years later, a new mode of investigation came. A man named Pedro Hernandez confessed that he had kidnapped Etan that day. In 2017, Hernandez was legally convicted. Etan was last seen in Soho, Manhattan, New York. his house, and school bus stop were very close to each other. This was the same route from where Bakhai used to go to school every day. The police searched the entire area. The building was checked. The witnesses were questioned, but no trace of Etan was found. What was most puzzling to the investigator was how a survivor in such a busy city area had disappeared without a trace. The Etan Patz case was one of the first missing child cases in the US to gain national attention. People realized how big the challenge is regarding the safety of children. Etan's picture is one of the first missing child photos to appear on milk cartons. This case forced parents to think more about the safety of their children. Because of this case, the Missing Children Awareness Campaign in the US has also been arrested. It started getting a lot more importance. For many years, the police did not have any solid evidence, but cold case investigators started re-examining old records. During the investigation, a man named Pedro Hernandez became suspicious. After questioning, Hernandez confessed that he had taken Etan to the basement and killed him. The confession helped the investigators solve the case. Although Etan's remonstrance was never found, the court ruled Hernandez guilty on the basis of available evidence and confession. That is, after 33 years, the family finally got a few head-to-head answers. The Etan Patz case wasn't just a missing child case. This is the story that changed the mindset of child safety across America. A 6-year-old boy who had just left home to go to school. His wanderlust stirred the entire nation. Even today, the name of Etan Patz holds great significance in the date of missing children awareness, and this case reminds us that sometimes it takes decades for the truth to come out, but the search for justice should never stop. A 21-year-old student who was enjoying her solo trip suddenly disappeared. A few weeks later, his body was found in a place where it was difficult for the common man to talk, and then an elevator video surfaced, which confused millions of people on the internet. What happened to Elisa Lam? Accident, crime, or something else? Let's understand this mystery through the 5W1H method. Elisa Lam was a 21-year-old Canadian student who lived in Vancouver, Canada. She was intelligent, creative, and fond of traveling. Elisa used to share her life and travel experiences on her blog. In 2013, she planned a solo trip to the western states of America. His motive was to see new cities and enjoy his travel experience, but he had no idea that this journey would prove to be the last journey of his life. In January 2013, Elisa checked into Los Angeles Pohanchi and Cecil Hotel. The Cecil Hotel was already famous at that time because of its dark history. For the first few days, everything seemed normal. Elisa was in contact with her family and was giving regular updates. But on January 31, 2013, he suddenly broke up with his family. Her parents were upset because Elisa talked every day. When there was no response from him, the police were informed and the investigation started. Elisa had disappeared without a trace. On January 26, 2013, Elisa Lam arrived in Los Angeles and began her stay at the Cecil Hotel. He was last seen on January 31st. For the next few days, the police and hotel staff kept searching for him, but no clue was found. Then in February 2013, LAPD released a security footage. It was an elevator video. In the video, Elisa was seen doing strange and non-trivial acts. Sometimes she would press the elevator buttons. Sometimes she would peek out, and sometimes she would make gestures as if she were talking to someone. Seeing this footage, the whole world's attention turned to this case. On February 19, 2013, a shocking development came in the case. Hotel guests started complaining about the water test and pressure. When the maintenance worker went to check the rooftop water tank, he made a horrific discovery. Elisa Lam's body was present inside the water tank. The whole case took place at the famous Cecil Hotel in Los Angeles. The hotel was located in downtown Los Angeles and was previously infamous for many crimes and mysterious incidents. Elisa was last seen in the elevator of the hotel. Later, his body was found in a water tank on the rooftop of the hotel. This location made the mystery even deeper. People were asking how Elisa got to the rooftop and how did she get inside the water tank. Elisa Lam's case was not just a missing person case. The biggest reason was the elevator footage. Elisa's behavior in the video was so unusual that thousands of people went on the internet. Theories were born. Some people gave paranormal explanations, which expressed doubt about foul play, and some started making conspiracy theories. At the same time, The dark reputation of the Cecil Hotel also made the mystery more viral, but the investigators reiterated that it is important to understand the difference between theories and facts. During the investigation, the police reviewed the hotel records, surveillance footage, and forensic evidence in detail. According to the Los Angeles County Coroner's official report, Elisa Lam's death was accidental drowning. It was also mentioned in the report that he had a mental health history and it could have affected his behavior at that time. The investigator did not find conclusive evidence of any murder or direct criminal involvement. On this basis, death was declared accidental drowning. But because some aspects of the case were inconsequential, many people still debate the IS mystery. The case of Elisa Lam has become one of the most famous mysteries in internet history. A young traveler who set out to see the world. Her life ended on a tragic and confusing end. The official investigation gave its conclusion, but due to the elevator footage and some unique aspects of the case, this story still haunts people. Elisa Lam's story also reminds us of how important it is to distinguish between online theories and reality. What do you think about this case? Do you find the official explanation convincing? Please share your opinion in the comments.